Hi everyone, I'm using Gregory Scott's Tarot for our reading today. I'll choose some cards from Gregory's pack. I'll choose one from the Mystical Healing and also one from the Psychic Oracle as well for some extra guidance. So I'm setting the intention for a reading for the highest and greatest good for the collective or anyone who views this video, and as always, take what resonates, just pop the rest to one side to see what unfolds. So there we have the World, the Eight of Cups, the Strength card, and also at the base of the pack we have the Knight of Cups. I love this card. He sat there in that sacred circle with those symbols all over his body. The Knight of Wands, the Three of Wands, and we'll take the Two of Pentacles as well. So the World, the Eight of Cups and Strength. So we're shifting through this dimension. Letting go of the false conditioning, beliefs that we have been holding for so long. And it takes great strength to do that. It's really cultivation of the mind, cultivating all those thoughts, holding on and keeping the thoughts that strengthen us, and allowing those thoughts that weaken us, that cause us stress, that tell us those stories over and over again. Mercury is in retrograde. He sat there in the heart of the sun. So allow this energy, and as I'm speaking and connecting, I'm getting really hot. Allow the energy of this fire to burn and transmute those thought forms that take us into... Chiron is in retrograde in Aries. It's the I am. Chiron was abandoned, rejected. So taking us into those thought forms, those storylines that we tell ourselves of abandonment or rejection. Our soul is receiving the activations and will bring up within us into our awareness where we are abandoning our soul, where we are abandoning our true self. So powerful day today of really holding on to those thoughts that absolutely strengthen us, that don't weaken us, that don't take us into thoughts and feelings of abandonment or rejection or whatever it may be. Chiron is assisting us lovingly. It's nothing of a punishment. He's just helping us to heal those wounds of our I am. And in doing so, helping us to be aware of where we are slipping into those lower frequencies of maybe victim or whatever it may be, to really empower ourselves. This energy of strength coming through, and the angel is going in there, and there is barbed wire in his head. So there are the fears. So things may happen around us that really bring up some fear or anxiety within us. To take a breath, because in those moments we've gone into our unconsciousness. We have abandoned our soul. When we stand and stay in faith, in alignment, and listen to the higher messages that are coming through of love, of strength, in a way that we are empowered. It's not a strength that we are stronger than someone else and we are controlling anyone. The only person that we control is ourselves with our emotions. It's our choice what we feel and what we think. That is our free will. So we're being given the opportunity to allow those lower thoughts, those stories that we tell ourselves that disempower us, that weaken us, to purge and burn away in this sun, in this energy of coming through from the central sun, through our sun, Mercury, the planet of communication, who is retrograding through Leo. So things of the old may be coming to the surface, especially within relationships. And if our mind starts to creating stories that where we feel we are being abandoned or rejected or whatever it may be, take a breath, allow the fires of this divine energy to purge and burn them away. And there is a letting go of the stresses that those thoughts and beliefs created, where we did go into abandoning ourselves to appease others, where we have abandoned our soul by going into worry. When we go into worry, we have gone into a vibration of fear, of shame, of guilt, whatever it may be. And that is a shadow, a false illusion of ourselves, to remind ourselves that we are not that person any longer. We are now standing in a place of authenticity. We're letting go of all the stresses. We are letting go of the old patterns that we found ourselves in by doubting and not believing in ourselves. That is abandoning ourselves. So we're coming in and we are feeling the energy of home within our bodies, within every cell of our body, feeling home, feeling safe, knowing that we are protected, knowing that we are divinely loved, and we are being lifted and connecting to these star beings of light, of 100% light, the purest light, the healers of the highest healing academies of the universe, are all assisting us during this time. That it's nothing, we don't have to go into any painful place. It's a breath and dissolving those thoughts, dissolving those old emotions within us, feeling how we would feel if we had none of those worries and concerns going on in our lives. How strong we would feel. We would feel rejuvenated, whole, enriched. So we're moving away. The Eight of Cups is us moving away from the old beliefs that we had that kept us in a place of fear of abandonment, of fear of rejection. Those fears draw those experiences to us. When we know everything on our path is being divinely guided, and trusting in that, we've gone through such learning and we have gained wisdom, and to take the wisdom forward, and in this moment call on the angels to cleanse and clear, and all these beautiful beings of 100% light, call on them and ask them to cleanse the mind, to cleanse those thought forms that are blocking us from our higher self, from our highest and greatest potential. Because when we are connecting to our highest and greatest potential and our higher self, we are coming into alignment with our soul journey. Then we have the world. We're creating a new world that doesn't hold the disempowerment and the abandonment, because in truth we're all connected. Each and every one of us, we are connected to this cosmic breath, and we are breathing this cosmic breath in with every breath we take. Breathe it in, hold it in your heart. Allow it to swirl and cleanse your heart, and visualize your heart opening and coming through and receiving all these beautiful light codes that hold an attunement to spiritual wisdom and an awakening to the memory of your spiritual gifts. We've been going outside of ourselves to try and take that ability and that ability. Now it's okay, I'm coming within now and I'm listening to my soul. I'm listening to my own abilities, and they will be infused with love. They will be infused with peace. They will be infused with light. So we're going through an unwrapping of our true self. The Knight of Cups, and I love this card. It takes me to Merlin when he comes, he visits, and he is full of symbols, even as a child. And I would look at the symbols, and I didn't realize then I was receiving the attunement, the activation of those symbols. So this light that's coming in is sacred, and we are all receiving these sacred symbols that are coming in, that are multi-dimensional. They are crystalline. They are infused with the highest frequency of light that we have ever been attuned to. So we're being lifted, and to feel that lift of every cell within your body, every molecule within your body lifting into a higher vibration. Sitting outside in nature, if you are lucky enough to sit in a sacred circle, why we're receiving this influx of powerful light codes, and feel the light codes coming in, the attunement to these symbols of the highest dimension that are being activated. And these are magical. These codes that are coming in, symbols are coming in, they're activating divine magic within us, that doors close and then doors open, and it's like, wow, we're stepping into an expansion of, I could completely on a different scale from where we have been. And as we do, when we put our trust in our soul and trust in the divine and trust in the higher messages that are coming through from the higher consciousness, from the star constellation of Andromeda that is being activated also at this time, the Sirius Gateway, the Lion's Gateway, the Kazumi with Mercury, we are being given so many gifts to let go of anything that is not creating an upliftment within us. Allow it to purge within any fears that come up, any anxieties. They're what we're moving away from to create our new reality, new earth, and to sit in the sacredness. The Knight of Wands is reminding us to stay focused on one thing. Whatever we focus on at this time is going to expand larger than ever before, because the energy is so powerful. To really focus on your path. If he was focused where he was going to place his axe, he would miss. So he is focused on that point of where his energy is going, and we are being asked to do that. Then we have the Three of Wands, and there is the Lion coming through the Lion's Gate. The Three of Wands, that we're all interconnected, and we are weaving a new reality, an enriched reality of confidence. The Lion doesn't have to prove himself, and we all owe that confidence within us when we come into that alignment with our soul self, because we are unique. There's no one in the universe like us. We're all completely unique and have different gifts. So when we tune into our gift, then we start to birth a rebirth of time in Lemuria, and those times are still there. They're in a higher frequency that we are moving up to, and we can start tapping into them now, tapping into those lifetimes of Lemuria, and receiving the download of wisdom that we attained there, activating it within us, and that will lift our vibration and into Atlantis, tapping into the healing abilities that we had when were in that frequency and dimension of Atlantis. They're still there in different frequencies, and we are moving up and tapping in now and bringing that wisdom, that those soul remembrance from those vibrations, from those frequencies that we moved around in those times. So we're shifting through this gateway of the Lion's Gate, and this is a part of the lion is moving now and coming into the point in the star constellation of Leo is moving up to its point on the 8-8, where it will be at its most powerful. So things are starting to build as we let go of the lack of confidence, as we stop abandoning our soul by going into fear and worry and confusion. We start to move through this gateway with our soul being resurrected, intact from all our previous lifetimes, that we are coming through this gateway whole and healed. So I'm asking for a message from the mystical healing. Message. So this is a transform anger, okay? And stop breaking agreements. These are soul agreements, and this is what step into the unknown. Take position, take positive action. Focus, a stronger focus, which is all that's come through this reading. So this is step into the unknown, stop breaking contracts, stop holding yourself in that place of fear. Because as we do, we're breaking that, we are abandoning ourselves, we're abandoning our soul path through fear from the past keep repeating itself. But the past is in the past, it's not going to repeat itself. Step into the unknown. Doors are opening that we have never stepped through wholly for lifetimes, eons of lifetimes. Take positive actions, stay focused on that pivotal point of attention that holds that positive visualization, that positive visualization. Don't allow your mind or your gaze to go elsewhere, and transform any anger. So Mercury is in retrograde, and there's 5 planets in retrograde. So there is Mercury, Saturn, Neptune, Pluto. So these planets are retrograding, and they're powerful planets that are really asking us to go within. So if Mercury in retrograde can cause some disruption in communication with our technology, with how we are on our travels. So obstacles could be thrown upon our path, and it's, are we going to get angry and go into an unconscious pattern of frustration because things are not working out exactly how our mind expects them to? Or are we going to sit in a place of dissolving that anger, coming into the higher consciousness of this situation that is occurring? Mercury and the other the 5 planets that are in retrograde are showing me where I have made unconscious choices, and they're now on my path. Am I going to go into an unconscious and start to entangle with anger, frustration, and to lose control? Or am I going to sit and stay in that higher consciousness of breathing through it, breathing into that pivotal point within our hearts? Mercury is in the heart of the lion. Breathing in to that pivotal point of, I'm getting frustrated. Take a breath. Take a breath. Don't put extra frustration into this experience. To take a breath, to feel the dissolvement of frustration and anger as we're moving through this gateway, this portal into the we'll all come out on a different timeline. So asking ourselves, do we want to carry on projecting this anger into a situation that is not helping us? It is causing all kinds of chemical releases within our body that actually don't benefit our body or our well-being. So to really find calm in anything, any obstacles that may present themselves, to breathe and to know that everything is as it should be. This here is maybe initiation. We're all going through these initiations of, am I going to react in an old way? Am I going to respond differently now because I am creating a new reality for myself and others? Moving away from the stresses of the past, because somehow we valued those stresses. They were, if we saw the stress and went into a worst case scenario, then we were preparing ourselves. That is not beneficial. That is not our soul. We're letting go of all that and holding light, allowing the light that's coming through from the highest realms, coming through us, that is coming through every cell, through the particles of light that are all around us. Breathing in the cosmic breath, breathing it in, holding it in the pivotal point of our heart, and allowing anything to dissolve in that light, and then exhaling in peace. Exhale peace, exhale calm, exhale love into the situation, not anger. We have a choice. We're at this choice point. We are moving into the new earth, new reality that we have never experienced before, to trust what is unfolding in every single second. So I'm sending so much love. Thank you for listening. Thank you. Have a beautiful day filled with everything that makes your heart happy and all the love that you can hold. Thank you for listening.